Right, hello everyone. Welcome along to a new interview today. I'm pleased to be joined from Bahrain, George Wood. How are you, George?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Good. Thank you very much. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Before we start and talking about the racing in Bahrain, looking back on last season for you, how would you have assessed the current or the previous turf season we just had that's just gone by for you?
Yeah, no, sort of started off slow enough, but sort of finished off okay. Made some good contacts, and so yeah, towards the end, happy enough with the way things were going, and no, had with some nicer horses, and yeah, no, had a good year.
So looking out in Bahrain now, I think it's your second stint out in the winter out in Bahrain at the moment.
Yeah, I was out here for 6 weeks last year, and then sort of got the opportunity to come back out this year, and I'm really impressed with the way the racing is going out here this year, and it's only a matter of time before it's just going to grow and grow and grow. And it's great they've had the internationals getting bigger, and they've got the new turf series this winter over here as well. It was a big incentive to come over, and they've got to ride in one of those races tomorrow, and yeah, some nice chances. So it's,
How did you
I'm impressed. And
how did you find your first sort of visit last winter over there? How did you sort of find that?
yeah, good. So I was surprised with how well the whole system was run, how well the track was, and sort of how professional it all was over here, and also the standard of the racing. I wasn't really sort of expecting it to be at that level, but I think everyone sort of who's coming over is nicely surprised of how things are over here. So as it's only a matter of time before it's just going to grow and grow and grow, and no, it's nice to see that they've got some money, they're putting it in the right places, so it's good for everyone involved.
I mean, you mentioned about Bahrain growing. Of course, the Bahrain International Trophy is now a mainstay in the sort of European calendar now, where lots of trainers will look to target that. It was a big race a couple of weeks ago with Lord Glitters, of course, winning the race. He's a Royal Ascot winner. What was that whole day like? Because I know you had the winner on the day as well with Dark Shadow. So what was that whole day like? 'Cause it seemed to be like loads of people just all come from all over the globe to come and watch this race, which was fantastic.
Yeah, no, it was great. As I said, it's a new one race, but now they've got the Group B status this year, and I'm sure it's just going to grow. And I'm sure in a few years it's going to go from Group Two, and hopefully one day we'd love to see an internationally recognised Group One out here. Plenty of people turned up and supported the race, which is great to see. And yeah, sort of very well run, and sort of it's hard to fault really. So it's good for the people involved that they're putting the hard work in, and they're getting the results out of it.
I also mentioned about that day, of course, Dark Shadow. To win a race on that card must have been a big success and quite a lucrative success for you winning on such a recognised card.
Yeah, no, it was great. For Sheikh Sultan, who was out here for last year, who's obviously a Bahraini himself, so it meant a lot to them to win their big local race of the day. So no, it was great. Thanks for the opportunity for that. And same horse, Dark Shadows, running tomorrow over 6 furlongs, and I'm sure that'll be sort of better suited for him rather than the five last time. So fingers crossed, a big run tomorrow.
I'm looking ahead to the turf series, which starts tomorrow. I've seen that Harry Redknapp's been out there as well. I think he's got a runner. I think he part owns a runner tomorrow out there. So to have him out there must be a sort of a massive sort of thing to have him out promoting it as well. But what's the whole sort of vibe like out there ahead of this tomorrow? Because I know that Jamie Osborne's got horses out there. You ride one for Charlie Hills tomorrow as well. So there's lots of sort of British-based trainers now sort of taking horses out there now alongside Maidan as well for the winter.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, sort of it's been exciting. So the build-up's been exciting out here. So or the English trainers are getting out here, and everyone's sort of coming out to yeah, see how it's going to get on. But as everyone from Europe who comes out, there's not many people that go back not impressed with how well the racing is out here. And all it is going to do is grow. And I'm sure in sort of 2 years' time, 3 years' time, there'll be more and more European horses running throughout the calendar here. They're putting up nice prize money for sort of horses raced between 80 and 100. And so if you had a horse that sort of could be suited for the quick ground, sort of rated mid 80s, I don't know why you'd want to keep them at home and running on the all weather when you can bring them out here, and they're offering some great hospitality out here too. What's great for the owners and the trainers.
I mean, with the current state of the prize money over here with the pandemic, do you think that's sort of a big, massive factor in why trainers might go abroad for the winter, possibly look to earn some good money with horses who might be running on your weather for peanuts, really?
Oh, huge amount. It's because it's I'm actually worried with the way the British racing is going at the moment. You see the sales, especially the horse and training sales. You're getting horses that are sort of being bought to race abroad, going down to Australia where they got to the when you got the autumn and spring carnival down there, and especially in Sydney, it's the prize money for sort of horses that be running back in England for not so much as they're running a $2 million races. So yeah, if it's crazy if you had a horse as I said rated had the rating and could go on the quick ground and be suited to the track out here. It'd be crazy not to bring them in with the prize money that's on offer. You wouldn't be winning that back at home, even in the peak of the summer for those sort of horses.
I'm looking at tomorrow. You've got a ride on King's Night, one of the handicaps tomorrow. He's been mixing it in sort of handicaps over here on the turf throughout the summer, without probably doing too much. But is he one that you're sort of looking forward to getting on tomorrow?
Yeah, looking forward to sat on him yesterday morning. Gave him sort of a nice sort of furlong half, couple of furlong breeze, and he impressed me. Sort of taking the flight well, taking the track well. He's won around Lingfield, what sort of does suit because they got the sort of the downhill bend here. So we know we'll handle that. And we're drawn out in 16, but look, if we can overcome that, he's going to put his best foot forward. He'll go close for sure. So no, I'm looking forward to it now.
So what's the track like out in Bahrain to ride? Having watched the International Trophy, it seems quite a fair track. It's a nice sort of galloping track from how I look at it. So what's it like to actually ride itself?
Yeah, no, they do a great job of it here. Sort of very difficult. Obviously, don't get too much rain out here at all, and it's sort of a lot of hot weather, so it's difficult to keep on top of it. It is quick ground, but they accept it as being quick ground. It's just safe, nice, safe, quick ground, and they don't overwater it. Was sort of a main thing they can do at other tracks, sort of out in the Middle East. They don't overwater it, so it's just nice, safe, quick ground, and fair track. You can come from off the pace, or you can win from the front. It turns from sort of 4.5, 5 furlongs downhill around the bend, and then it levels up, and you've got a nice 3 furlong run in. So it's a very fair track. There's not too many hard luck stories. And a nice 6 furlong straight as well, where you can sort of win from wherever. So no, it's a fair track, and they do well of it out here. So fair play to them for that, because it's not an easy job.
And do you notice any differences with the way that the horses are trained over in Bahrain compared to over in the UK? Do they try and keep things similar? I know that Forzignati is quite well recognised out in the Middle East as well, and trainers like that, but they try and keep things the same over there for the European horses in particular?
Yeah, no, Fauzi's obviously does very well out here. He's always the man to try and beat. But yeah, sort of it's different back at home. We sort of train them a lot of time up a hill, and that helps a lot. Whereas sort of here it's all training on the track, so sort of it's slightly different. And yeah, it's slightly different in a way. It's probably more like training the way they train them in either Australia or America, which is nice. It's sort of nice to get a bit of something different when you go away for the winter.
And just finally for you, once this sort of stint's over, is it back over here for the turf season, looking to try and kick on from last year?
Yeah, no. So I'll be back sort of beginning of March time, and sort of go in and ride out and get in as many places as I can, and go from there. But no, I'm still looking forward to the rest of the season here, and enjoy when you go away. You come back and you're fresh, ready to go. So I'd say by sort of beginning of February, March, I'll be looking forward to getting back into the swing of things back at home.
And just quickly, how have you found life after being an apprentice? Obviously, you went through your claim quite well. You had a couple of nice big handicap wins. But so how have you found that? Because some jockeys can find that sort of transition quite hard. And over the last couple of years, how have you sort of found that sort of transition from apprentice to fully fledged professional?
Yeah, no, it's difficult enough. But look, we're kicking on through it, and we're trying to get around as many changes as I can. And so I said Harry Eustace, a young trainer coming through, been sort of riding plenty for him, and he's been good to me last year, and I'm sure he's going to go from strength to strength. So it's exciting for him, and it's great to be part of his team. Chris Walls was stuck by me, and some other good trainers. So all we can do is keep our head down and sort of keep kicking really.
Perfect. Right, that's brilliant, George. Thanks for that. Really appreciate that. Where's that?